So welcome, Mark, to our new video series. Today, our first discussion, I think we decided, is going to be on ransomware. Not a new topic, but definitely a very popular one among our clients. So we get straight in. So Mark, I suppose in recent months, we've seen a lot ransomware come up as a huge topic. And I suppose most recently, the attack on the HSE in Ireland. Have we seen a big response amongst our clients, or worry amongst our clients?
Yeah, morning, Laura. How are you? Yeah, absolutely. The morning after the HSE ransomware attack, or should I say the Monday afterwards, I had close to 200 emails from our client base just clarifying how to use one of our products, Syskin, to help in the ransomware protection process. So yes, it has focused the mind massively, unfortunately, for the HSE. But what it has done is it's moved people to understand that this is not something I must do, or I should do, or would be nice to do. We're going to have to all accept now that this is part of our data management process going forward.
Okay, very good. So big part of the conversation, I suppose, with in companies. And then I suppose you probably already covered this, but are organizations making cybersecurity more of an urgent priority since the attack?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have bits of processes and bits of tool sets that we have at our disposal in most organizations to try and protect ourselves from the likes of a ransomware attack. I think what is happening now is that we need to get aligned with that process. We need to update those tool sets, educate ourselves so that we are ready to protect our data. It won't happen in Ireland. Defence can't be something we use anymore. So as I said, we have the tool sets and we have the organizations there. We just need to now put some time in to educate ourselves to fully get protected.
Okay, and just to push on for that as well, do you think a hybrid working environment is making companies more vulnerable to cyber attacks?
I think the nature of the remote working from a hybrid point of view means we are having to manage individuals, however many there are in your organization, versus pods of departments or floors. So that just leads itself. We can't educate groups of people now. We have to educate individually. We have to inform our staff. So it just adds to the complexity and the fact that we might have 300 or 400 people all sitting from home. Each of those needs to know not to open that attachment or let an attack in.
Okay, and then I suppose onto what we can do. How can organizations better protect their critical file documents from destruction or attack?
I think it comes back to the fundamentals. Fundamentals are there for a reason because they're important for us. We need to critically look at our data and ask, where is it? What is it? Who owns it? Why is it there? How long do I need to keep it for? We need to critically analyze our data to make sure that we can test ourselves to say, is this data set safe? Do I understand its life cycle? Is the proper security built into it? So again, coming back to fundamentals on our data and understanding that this is now a critical process that we have to do. It cannot be something we put on the long finger.
Okay. I know, I suppose one question we do as an archiving company, we do get a lot is, so why not just use backups? Would they not suffice?
I mean, to a certain extent, backups are good for a multitude of reasons, but it's also its biggest weakness is it's a point in time reference. So we back up at a point in time. So therefore, we are protecting that data at a point in time. The ransomware attacks can get sophisticated, try infiltrate your data that will overwrite into your backups. So, backup is more the ability to have a copy of our data, but the nature of that data then is not protected just because it's backed up.
And can better data visibility then help?
That's the critical piece. I say to every single client of ours, we can't make informed decisions until we're informed about our data. So that to me is the most important piece. Going back to those fundamentals, what do I have? Make sure you know what your organization's data is.
Okay. And I suppose, you know, if I was sitting at my desk after this HSE attack happened and I was working in an IT role, you know, where do you start? So how can a managed support service help?
Well, it helps because the day-to-day tasks we have running organizations usually mean we put the nice-to-do tasks on the back burner. Our managed service means that we're focused on helping you do those nice-to-do tasks. So it's the ability for us, for an organization to lean on us, for us to gently nudge our clients to actually understand the risks and then show them how we can help mitigating those risks within the organization.
Okay. So, Mark, if I was to ask you, what could organizations do ASAP to make sure that they're better equipped to limit the ransomware damage to their company? What would you say?
First of all, educate yourself, understand the risks, understand the tool sets that you currently have. We usually have the tool sets in place, we just don't know how to use them. Give yourself the time to do this process. That's probably the most critical thing. Give yourself the time and space to do it, and then actually go ahead and put some protection in place. And you can use systems like Syskin in our organization that can take data, move it into immutable storage, help you understand the right data to move out. But most importantly, do it. It has to be done now because these attacks are happening more and more. There was another one just this weekend in the US. So we have to start treating this as a critical part of our IT data management.
Okay. And then just to kind of wrap things up, do you have any final tips that you would like to leave our listeners with?
I think if there's, just to reiterate, the silver lining out of the HSE attack here, specifically in Ireland, is that we now understand it can happen. Okay, so this is not a nice to do, it is something we should do. So my tip would be go ahead and make this a priority and do it now. You will thank us and you will thank yourselves for doing it if you put your data out of harm's way.
Okay. Well, thanks, Mark, for covering today's topic on ransomware. I suppose if anybody has any questions, they can pop over to the website and you can leave us a message there.
Yeah, we're happy to, me or one of our guys will be happy to answer any questions anybody has on this.
Okay, so looking forward to our next topic next week, Mark. Thanks again for taking the time today.
No problem, Laura. Thanks a million. Take care, guys.
Bye.